So what are the dimensions when the maximum area is created? Well, you may have noticed that when the width is 90 meters and the length is 180 meters, that the maximum area achieved is 16,200 meters squared. It's the largest value in this column. So the width is 90 meters and the length is 180 meters. Once again, when only 3 sides need to be considered for a set perimeter and you're trying to make the area as big as possible or maximize the area, the length will always be twice the value of the width. And this is true in this case as well. The length was 180 meters, which was twice the value of the width of 90 meters. Let's have a look at when we have a fixed area. Consider the following situation where we have an organizational committee for a downhill ski race that's realized that when creating a viewing area, one side of the viewing area will be blocked by the edge of the mountain. Therefore, they only need to fence in 3 sides of the viewing area. They've also decided to make sure that the viewing area has a maximum area of 50 meters squared. We need to find out what the least amount of fencing would be that's required to fence in an area of 50 meters squared for their viewing area. We're going to create a chart to determine the dimensions with the smallest perimeter for the viewing area. Now in that chart, we're going to consider several different shapes that this viewing area could be. Here's an illustration of one where it's more like a square, and here's a situation where there's another one that's more rectangular, but both would be giving an area of 50 meters squared. We're going to consider a whole bunch of cases here and take a look at which of the cases will give the dimensions with the smallest perimeter. Here's the table that we're going to use to take a look at all of the different dimensions that we can have for this problem. The table is going to have an area of fixed at 50 meters squared all the way down the chart. And we're going to take a look at different lengths and widths that will give an area of 50 meters squared and then determine the perimeter of the 3 sides for each of those situations. The first one we're going to take a look at is when we have a length of 1 meter and a width of 50 meters. Again, 1 times 50 gives us that 50 meters squared, and let's figure out the perimeter for that shape.